Hey there, Pastor Said, the entrepreneurial pastor, and we're going to reach one more today, but it's going to be a little bit different kind of show today. I won't be pulling my Bible out or anything, but I do want to talk to you and just give you an update about what's going on in our lives. Last Sunday was the Christmas Sunday, and we had a chance to come on and talk about some good things as well. But this Sunday, a little bit different situation. As of last Monday, the 23rd of December, my wife Barbara went home to be with the Lord. And many of you don't know that she was a dialysis patient for 24 years. And that's an awful long time to be on dialysis. And I think she just got tired and says, you know what, I'm going to go home. I'm going home. And I believe God received her just that way and said, you know what, I'm going to bring you on home. And he did. We were saddened, of course, by her passing because that's my best friend. And my son and I are ministry together now, and it's our family continues. But our love for Barbara will always be with us, always. I mean, absolutely always. But what I want to talk to you about today is about peace. And I actually picked this up from my son. He talked about peace regarding his mother him being able to see that, and others being able to see it as well. If you've ever seen anybody in pain, and you've known that they just couldn't get through that pain on their own, you've watched a person that's actually had peace, the kind of peace that passes all natural understanding. We hear about that in the Bible. We hear about that referenced quite a bit. But when you see somebody actually living it out, and they have a peace that passes all natural understanding, it's because something in them, the peace that God's given, is something that nobody can take away from them. Well, Barbara exemplified that. She exemplified peace and grace. She exemplified the kind of peace that you would look at her and go down, you know she's in pain. You know she's dealing with some suffering here. And at the same time, she'd be able to communicate a smile at a time that I could understand. And every time where she was just flat out in pain, where she couldn't say anything, but hear this, the peace of God was still there. My encouragement to you today is that no matter what little situations that you may be involved in, or big situations, because we all have a different perspective about how things are affecting our lives, but remember, there is a peace that passes all natural understanding. It's not the kind you can grab on your own. You can fake peace for a while. You can fake like everything's okay for a while. But in reality, when the peace that passes understanding really does surpass the natural mind's thinking. And when it surpasses the natural mind's thinking, we have gotten to a place where God is really have just taken over inside of us at that point. And if you're in need of peace today, you're in need of a way to live your life without all of the drudgery and the pain and the agony. I'll tell you this, that pain and drudgery and agony may still exist, but the peace of God will overwhelm that. Can't tell you how, but I can tell you that I've seen it. I've actually seen it. I've seen my wife work through and live in peace through pain. And it was a painful situation for me to watch in the natural, but I just have to know that she had a peace, and it wasn't because she artificially made it up, because she wasn't in a position to make up that stuff. You just can't make this kind of stuff up. It was something that she really lived. And there are many people around her that know that to be certain because they watched her life. As a pastor, our lives are in a fishbowl anyway, and we had the opportunity we've been pastor for 19 years now. I was pastoring since January of 1994 is when I started in my house, so actually 20 years. I've been pastor now. But it's just a phenomenal thing that God is doing in these days. Now, I want to encourage you as a person that's going to be reaching out. We're reaching out to one more person every day through the gospel of Jesus Christ, through the power of our testimonies. And in 2014, we'll be seeing more and more people that are joining our campaign to use their own personal testimonies to share the gospel around the world. We're taking the internet and utilizing the technology that's been made available to us, providing people with their own personal websites that'll be able to have their testimony, perhaps in an interview. I've interviewed people in our congregation still doing that, and we're interviewing folks every Sunday after church, and we're having a chance to get their testimonies online. And you'd be surprised. We've got a UPS driver so far. We've got a fellow that works at Kaiser. We've got a business owner that owns a printing company. We've got a lady that's a social worker that's involved with us, a real estate agent that's engaged with us as well, lady that's a real estate agent. And these are folks that are just everyday people that happen to love Jesus. And because we have these various kinds of testimonies, every one of them is different, and everybody has a different story to tell. And because everybody has a different story to tell, we want to get as many stories about how Jesus is functioning in people's lives today here in the earth throughout the entire world. As we do that, listen, two real estate agents won't have the same story. Two social workers won't have the same story. Two associate pastors won't have the same story. Listen, two business owners won't have the same story. So if you've got a story you want to share on the internet, I'll provide you a free website. It's called reachonemore.us, and we'll be able to get you a free website where you have your own name, .reachonemore.us. And that's going to be how we're able to do it. Give you that website, that domain name, and it'll have your testimony on it. You have to provide your own video, of course, for that. And if you're in our congregation, of course, we'll give you a chance to get interviewed, and we'll get that happening for you as well. So that said, I want to just come on today and just bring a word of encouragement today to you. I appreciate your prayers for those of you that have been praying for Barbara and I, my son and I, rather, because Barbara's home with Jesus now. And this is, it's a difficult thing to go through, but it's something that I'm excited for her because she's out of the misery that was here. Although she had peace that passed natural understanding, her physical body still went through a lot of stuff, a lot of pain, a lot of stuff. But now she has no more pain in her body, no more weeping, no more gnashing of teeth, no more sorrow, no more dialysis, no more wheelchairs, no more pain in the middle of the night, just now peace, completely. And we thank God for having served her and been able to be loved by her during this season of our lives. We have been really blessed, extremely blessed. And we trust that God will continue to bless you through her legacy. She's worked through me to encourage me to become the man that I am today, and will become even better as a result of her influence in my life, and my son as well. We are a grateful, grateful family. So God bless you. Until next time, this is Pastor Sid, the Entrepreneurial Pastor, sign off right now. And again, let's go out and reach one more for Jesus. Let's do it for the kingdom of God. Hey, we'll see you around. Have a fantastic day.